I've been hearing that there are a lot of activities to be done in Lagos, but I never really had the time to step out for any of these activities. Not until I heard of the art exhibition by Stacey Ravvero and I just had to step out.
The Earth Remembers Ruin, Roots and Rebirth talks about how our impact on the environment has ruined the environment, especially in reference to the Niger Delta environmental crisis. And the roots is all the seeds that we're sowing, the little bits of things that we do to plant, to educate people about how the earth is a part of us and we need to take care of it, and we're stewards of the earth. And rebirth is how the earth is actually regenerating itself. The earth is actually intelligent. The soil systems and all the microorganisms actually just do their thing without our impact, and all we need to do is just to be conscious of it and to make micro changes. So if you come in here to this space, this body of work is called Change Starts With Me. So you see a mirror here, and on the mirror will be written Change Starts With Me, and you see the reflection of our impact. So in Lagos, a lot of trees are being cut down, and you find a lot of houses, developers cutting down trees, gentrification, and all of these things are impacting the environment. So super important and pertinent that now we start making those changes. So this work actually just brings to the forefront the impact of what we are doing, and art is now used as a driver to activate that thought process so that we can start planting trees instead of killing them. And then if you move over to Gaia, it's all connected. So this sculptural piece talks about how the art is actually a living sculptural piece. So it talks about how we can integrate planting into our daily lives, and it's not really hard to do. So if all of us just made those little changes, as simple as even like saving seeds and keeping seed banks, we eat our mangoes, oranges, and all of these things, keep the seeds, put them in the sun, dry them out, save them. I store seeds in match boxes, like lime seeds, pepper, tomato seeds, keep them in lime boxes, let them dry out. When you're traveling to the village or marriages, Christmas, whatever, spread the seeds when you're traveling as you're driving across. Those seeds then become the trees that are going to bear fruit for people. So these two sculptural pieces are actually called If Trees Had Faces, Would You Cut Them Down? So now with this work, I'm trying to help us see the environment, especially trees, as animate things that actually live and breathe. So they produce the oxygen that we breathe, and they sustain the life that we have. So we need to actually care for the trees, care for the plants, care for the planet. It's not something, there's no planet B. So if everything goes bust, we're all in trouble. So we need to actually think about it critically and plant more trees and just do better, be more intentional about the work. And so those works are also, like the canvas works, have elements of soil from different parts of Lagos, from my garden, from different places that I've walked through, sort of like documenting the trajectory of the different places that I've grown plants and seeds across, and then they're woven in. So this first one talks about the ruin, the earth remembers ruin, which is like the Niger Delta crisis, and how the oil spills have actually polluted the land, and a lot of the people who relied on farming, fishing, have lost so many jobs because they can no longer do that because the land is now barren and filled with oil. So that's why the sand here is completely covered with oil. And then you see the patch in the middle of the second one, and it's like a movement from ruin to regeneration. And then the last one, you can see the sand all through. So it's like the earth is like rebirthing itself. So if we keep making conscious choices to actually protect the earth, to make those little decisions, to be more thoughtful and mindful with the earth, then we can actually make a change.